Oh, Nana's awake, and if I'm still there, I should come in. So I went in, and I was dressed similar today. And we sat down and spoke for 2-3 hours, to the point that I was dozing, Nana was also dozing. The great man was also dozing on his chair. But when we were saying, he was saying he was coming to the stadium the following day. Would we win? And I said, we would definitely win. But I was concerned of the politics within CAF. We'd heard rumors that within CAF, they were not happy with Ghana. They were not happy with Abedi's challenge to Hayatu. They were not happy with positions that we were making. I mean, whether it was true or false, I was not aware. But I told Nana that those were the things that I was concerned about, because football is not played only on the pitch in Africa. You know, officialdom, forget about juju and ways and means. Let's deal with officialdom. Have a way of influencing games, and I've witnessed it through the late 90s, you know, the political era where my great friend E.T. Mensah was Minister of Sports. And quite clearly, I'm not accusing him of anything, but I'm quite clearly, there were people who were in officialdom on the park who appeared to be slightly more politically motivated in their decision making. How about that for a lot of English? Okay. So I sat with Otumfuo anyway that night, and I said to him that I think I needed to resign. I'd served my time. Part of the issue of being a Kotoko chairman of my nature was I'd been shaking the boat. I believe I needed to bring strength back to Kotoko. I needed to bring integrity back to Kotoko. I needed to bring back the Santewa fighting spirit within the supporters of Kotoko. And I had led from the front. I had taken on the E.T. Mensahs. I'd taken on Osei Kwekus. I'd taken on presidents. I'd taken on people that, you know, is not the way that things should be done in some people's minds. But I found it essential. And I think that where we had gone right now, and Nana at the time said no, he didn't think I should. And anyway, we had a long chat. He came to the stadium, and as you know, we won 2-1, but we lost 1-0 away. And I reflected. I stood in the pitch for an hour, and I reflected on the game, on decisions. What would have happened if Middendorp was there, who could change a game in a way that other coaches could not change a game. The players respond to him in a different way. If when their goalkeeper punched Aziz Ansah, he should have been shown a red card. He was not shown the red card. Their goal, I remember their striker raised himself on Sheila Alassan's shoulders. It should not have been allowed. And I realized that sometimes that is the way the world is. So after the game, I remember sending a message. I went to the UK and sending a message that I thought I wanted to make an announcement that I've done my time in Kotoko, I've loved it, and I think it is time to move on. And I was dissuaded from Mensah that I shouldn't do that. That is disrespectful. I guess Kotoko, you can't resign. No? You're hired and then you are fired. You're hired and then you're fired. So get ready to it. And I remember Nana Pejaheni when I first came to Kotoko, you know, Kufuor's brother. As I came in and there was this mayhem and I was being feted and people were trying to carry me and all the rest of it. I remember him very, 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 very well. A fascinating character, Nana Pejaheni. Because I remember him holding my hand and pulling me to one side and whispering in my ear. And I said, "Oh, Nana," he said to me, "have you got a thick skin?" I said, "I beg your pardon. Is your skin thick?" I said, "Yes." He said, "It better be." You see? So I remember 2 years ago, I was back at Mensah, I think Christmas Day, 2008, to go and see Otumfuo. And he was there and he laughed again. He said, "Is your skin still thick?" I said, "It's very thick. Don't worry about that." You know. So the announcement didn't come then. We had a congress which got out of hand. It was not held in public because whether people liked it or not, I had the support of the majority of the general public. So it was held in private. It's just about 20, 30 of us. The board on one side and me and the people on the other side. And one thing I'm not a hypocrite. If something is right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Don't pretend. So after Otumfuo had asked PV Obing oh, what's going on? I brought you in to help the young man. Rather, there appears to be politics and problems, and do you have a problem with Herbert? And PV said, oh, no, I have no problem with the young man. He's like this, he's like that, but we can work together and so forth. Then Otunfo asked me, and I said, no, PV is a liar. Yeah. Then they say, hey, you can't say those things. I said, no, he's a liar. I have a problem with him, he has a problem with me. I said, he's a hypocrite. I believe he's here doing a job that is politically based. He's not here acting as a chairman of Kotoko. And the place, everybody started saying, you can't say that. I said, no. I believe he's taking decisions which are based off the fact that he was the prime minister in the PNDC era when B.A. Mensah's businesses were seized. And he has not been able to remove those shackles, which is why he's sitting as chairman and he's doing a lousy job. You can imagine the place went up in flames. But that was intentional in many ways, because if things don't work, we have a thing in Ghana, or just make it work. For me, if it's not working, stop it now. Don't wait for the tsunami. You see what I'm saying? And then I said to the rest of the board, they'd contributed no money. They had not helped the club in any way. Kotoko has moved away from big chiefs who sit down and everybody says, hey director, hey director, hey director. You're looking for the reconstruction of greatness. You're not looking for people to become great because they're associated with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. You see? And so that had to be stated. So at the end of it, Nana rather chastised the board, not me, and said to me he would call me on the Monday and we would have some discussions, generally.